Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another raid video. We're on the test server today. Multiple champions. I could have tested, but I'm going with the fusion. The other champions look interesting, but not too interesting for me to actually bother. We have Feral, Gwendolyn added. There's a Void, Carilon added. There's the Goat, which we were gonna sacrifice to get Blizaar for this fusion, and I think another one. I think it's 5 in total. But anyway, Blizaar, that's what I'm covering today for the video. Is he worth all the trouble for going all the way, summoning, getting 4 epics, fragment fusing? Is that the word? Yeah, fragment fusing them all together, picking up 400 fragments. Very difficult fusion. The fusion calendar has been posted already on the channel in terms of going through it and explaining on what you want to be covering. Under 10-second guidance, just double dip on your points, do your summons. You cannot miss a single event or a tournament, or you're gonna miss the champion here. There's gonna be 50 extra fragments. Those are possibly gonna be through, again, more summons. So yeah, kind of screwed for basically an average champion. I want to say for Blizaar, he's not that amazing for what he does. I think the saving grace for him would have been a small change to his A2, but we all know Pliam does not go to change champions after they release them. Very difficult for them. Rebalancing is going to happen probably in March, and there's going to be rebalancing, I don't know, whatever champion they think of, 1 per month or something. You know the deal, guys. So Blizaar the Howler, how I've built him is basically as a control champion. You want to have his freezes going on to your enemies. You want to be utilizing that A1 and A3 freeze that he has for just making him as best of a control hero as possible, and that A2 is an added bonus for him. So what am I talking about? He's gonna A1 the triple hits on random enemies, not a single target, but random enemies. He can freeze with that, so that helps a lot with freezing on waves as you're pushing through. But he also has an A3, right? This is a 50% chance when booked. Overall 11 books, by the way. So the A3 that attacks all enemies can place the freeze and turn to reduction, so it's a little bit of a better control that other heroes might have had. I will say that this can be used for some strategies in arena, and I will explain that in a little bit. So that gives him a little bit of a saving grace, again, as I've mentioned, in the sense of he's not just a free champion that is advertised as good for Fire Knight. In my opinion, he's average for Fire Knight, but I'll show you guys in just a bit. Passive effect can work very well if you're getting frozen with all the torments that will fill up the arena very soon. Once all the the torment Yuletide events are over and stuff, you will need something that counters that. Blizaar is not really a counter for that. He helps. He's got a cleanse, well, semi cleanse, and this passive that works against freezes. But you can also use just Dark Alhain, which we all get through just daily logging into the game. So it's not the end of the world if you don't pick up Blizaar for what you're trying to do, for just fighting torment. But that's his passive. He also has the Revive on Death, very low HP that he recovers, so that's why he gets the Revive on Death buff as well, in case things happen and he dies again. That would be like the worst thing ever. The A2, this should have been just a normal cleanse. I don't know why it only removes those debuffs: Stun, Sleep, Fear, True Fear, Freeze, Provoke, Petrification. Why not every single other debuff as well? Just be a normal cleanse. For a 3-turn cooldown, this would have been so good for Blizaar. It would help him be used in clan boss more frequently than just an increased defense and ally protection on 3-turn cooldown. He doesn't provide anything other than that. He doesn't provide defense down. Freeze does not work on the clan boss, on the hydras, so it's not really a benefit right there. But he seems like a solid champion, right? He seems like a solid champion in the sense of if you're lacking control and you need to push for the Doom Tower, or now with the Cursed City, and you need like an Ogren Tribes champion that has that, this will be it. I will give him a 5 to a 6 out of 10. It's somewhere along those lines. Masteries, I'm going for Fearsome Presence to boost his chance for the freeze on the A1, but that is not required if you don't really need him. For Fire Knight, you can go the support route for Eagle Eye, get more accuracy, or for some reason, if you just want more damage, you go War Master on him, or Giant Slayer. War Master is better if you are from that A3, you want to have a better average, but usually on triple hitters, especially for clan boss, we're going for Giant Slayer. But if you're looking for those big attacks, you know, utilizing your A3 more and so on, you could go War Master. Like, I do that on my cold hearts, even though they are quad hitting. But anyway, let's go and test this guy out. I'll show you guys the total stats, not the gear. The gear is just random gear pieces I've put in together, giving him 283 speed and 300 accuracy. If I wanted, I could have boosted his accuracy more, and his speed could remain somewhere there, but the point is to have him really fast in order to be able to repeatedly apply his A1 on the Fire Knight. So that is the main showcase of today, the Fire Knight. And for the arena, I'll do like a small showcase, but again, he's not really an arena champion, although he can be used in one specific combo that I can't explain to you guys if that's something that you're looking for. Okay, so we go to dungeons. Let's go to Fire Knight. I'll show you guys my team. Not Fire Knight 10, no chance. Fire Knight 6 is the most that you'll probably be able to do unless you have lots of Phantom Touch available. So the team here, the way that this works is double ally attack, utilizing multiple hits, and then we have something like a Razzlevarg, which is very strong with the multi-hit A1 that he has, and then a free champion to control the Terminator, and that is where my boy Blizaar comes in. So the problem with Blizaar I found is, well, of course his A1 is not 100% chance. It's not like Newt. So Newt would have absolutely no problem here. So as you can see, everybody is faster than Blizaar almost, with very high speeds, 340, 299, 295, 240, 278, with good stats for damage on Razzlevarg. So we're not playing around when you're trying to do Fire Knight hard. We're not playing around. But it's still possible to do this with lower stats, just not maybe Fire Knight 6, Fire Knight 3, Fire Knight 4, maybe you can try with lower stats. But honestly, if you're having so much trouble, just drop back to 25 or normal. Again, you can try, if you have like more freezes than Terminator control, like a lore. If you don't have a lore for some reason, you manage to push through normal 25, you want to have something that can farm Fire Knight hard 1, that's still a small chance to get mythicals. But anyway, let's see the team in action on 6, with just one champion being the freeze and then 2 ally attack champions. You do double Firekin if you want it. It doesn't really matter who the champion is. You just want them to do the ally attack so that basically Blizaar goes in. Stag Knight is fantastic. Defense down, attack down, helps a lot with the waves. The waves are not a problem at all, and you see it. We freeze them. Defense down. Razzlevarg does big damage. We are pretty comfortable here. Even on Fire Knight hard 10, we're pretty comfortable with the overall damage that we're doing. So I like Blizaar. I like Blizaar in the sense that he provides the control, but I find no use for him with his A2 once I reach the boss. I don't want to get hit. I want to have absolute control. That's why I'm using this setup. And I also find that his A2 would have been better if he could cleanse the speed down that the boss can possibly apply to your team. The boss, if it hits you the first time, it hits you with a speed down and a defense down, if I remember. So to counter that, a proper cleanse would have made so much more sense for a Fire Knight champion. They advertise him as that. So all right, we reach 1 minute 10. We reach the boss. We hit him first. All right, there's the ally attack. We drop the shields to 5. There should be another ally attack here. There we go. Okay, and we start dropping on the Terminator. We hit him with the A1. That's a single freeze that was applied there, so only 15% of the Terminator reduced. And Blizaar now, I mean, he could use his A3 here. I mean, I want to disable it, honestly, but his A1 seems a little bit better. I do have it activated, I think. But what will save this team is basically the 2 ally attack champions that I have, and reflex and reaction, giving me a quicker reset to my ally attack skill. And that ally attack skill basically forces also Blizaar to attack. There we go. Blizaar to attack. Hopefully dropping. It didn't drop it. Hopefully dropping the Terminator. So let's see. I think we dropped it once there. That is very, very low. That was just bad RNG. I have 55% chance. Yeah, look at that. One more decrease turn meter. We're gonna get hit by the boss now. Just the turn meter decrease was not enough. I think I can survive this. Maybe Razelvar can take out the boss, but this is not gonna be consistent. Like, boom, we got hit. Not nice. Barely survived. Here again, the cleanse would have been perfect. The cleanse would have been perfect. Would the ally protection would be better here? Yeah, my allies would take a little bit less damage, but I don't want a team that gets hit. You don't want to have that, guys, for Fire Knight, because it's not going to lead to a consistent team. Sometimes you get crit, someone's going to die, even with the ally protect. It's not going to be fun. And here it is, 3 minutes. I mean, it's a solid time. If you can replicate this team, it's a solid time. But you need very high stats on Razelvarg and everybody. Reflex, reaction. If you just put these 5 champions without the right gear, you won't get the same time. So he does work, but with a big asterisk on the side, work on the on the word work. Okay. And then we have the arenas, right? For the arenas, how would I go about using this guy? I'm just gonna try one team. Not gonna go too crazy about this. Did nobody put a proper defense? What is happening? Come on, Scratch, with the 4 madmans there. Just to go against Plarium. Is this gonna be annoying? I don't know. Maybe. I don't want to cleanse. I want like a more normal looking team rather than anything else to showcase this guy. I don't think I'll find it. Okay, I think this is the most normal looking team I could find. So the way that you will build it, all right, you would have your speed boosting champion, okay, and let me see, where is he? Let's remove Kalmar. Let's put Arbiter in there and try and make this work. Okay, so you would use Blizaar basically as a control champion. You want him to go second, and let's see, does my Arbiter even have gear? This is such a bad showcase. All right, let's do this. Let's put Blizaar in there. So basically what I want to show you guys is you use him as a control. He's gonna do the freeze, and then you're allowed to take out the enemies while they're frozen, right? The only problem here is if Sifi gets the turn, she's gonna block debuffs everybody, and we're gonna have a bad time. So here I could have slept the Sifi or speed boost my own team, right? And I can sleep here. Sleep is nice. Not everybody is asleep though. And then we do the A3 here with the freeze. We got a weak hit there that actually woke him up there. So I'm gonna try and sleep him. And now that everybody got frozen, they lost their turns, and we are good to go. All right. Look at that. We do our damage, and that's basically it. That's how you would use him in the arena. He has to go after your speed booster, like you might have Arbiter or Gorgorab or something like that, and then Blizaar just goes in with the freeze. It's the lockout method that you'll see, but the problem is weak hits, okay, with him. So that's the use in the arena, but not gonna be that special for the most part. For Doom Tower, as I've mentioned, he's gonna be great for pushing the waves. All right, you're gonna have Blizaar in there, not for damage, but basically for control and keeping your team alive, right? So in case you're having issues with Doom Tower, some specific stages can be rough. You use this guy. Let's just put anything in there at the moment. I just want to show how much control he's gonna have with his A1, which is random targeting, and his A3, that is both turn meter reduction and a freeze. All right, again, you're not gonna use this guy so much if you are on an end game account like mine. I will have zero use for this guy, maybe only for secret rooms. Faction wars, I'm done with them, but now with the Cursed City, there's so many restrictions that it's very likely that also Plion will do something for this guy, like a 4-star awakening on a tournament, right? So they'll do this, they'll finish the fusion, and they'll do like a 4-star awakening reward in the tournament. And having champions with awakenings now is more worth it than before, because you can use them in the awakening stages in the Cursed City, so you can push and beat the content. But You see here, his A1 will do the freezes on a 55% chance with Fearsome Prisons. And then his A3 is like a more consistent freeze, at least when you don't get a weak hit like we got now. If it's just control that you're trying to do, a Relentless set will go a long way. And I could have used that for the Fire Knight showcase as well. I just put random gear on him. But Relentless would work better because he get the multiple turns. He has lower cooldowns on his A2 as an example. That helps with ally protection. And overall, he's a good hero, but good champion, but not gonna give him a higher than a 6 out of 10 rating. So there's no reason to push more than this. This was the video, guys, on Blizzard. The fusion officially starts today. You can even start on Saturday to farm. You still have 2 days to basically relax and wait for the what's it called, the dungeon divers to double dip on champion training and dragon. So have that in mind. That's it from me, guys. I hope this was insightful and helpful, and if it was, please consider giving me your clicking that subscribe button and the like button on your way out. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.